I moved deep into the Appalachian mountains because I wanted to be left alone. Then my dead father's belongings started appearing around my property, and something outside my bedroom window began using his voice. Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is Haunted Threads After Dark, where we do scary, spooky, paranormal stories. If that's your thing, then go ahead and turn the volume up, turn the lights down. But whatever you do, don't look behind you. I bought 36 acres in western North Carolina after my father died and my marriage fell apart. For 11 months, nothing happened. Then I found my father's pocket knife on the porch. His initials were scratched into the handle. I knew it was his because I had carved them there when I was 12. It should have been in a box at my sister's house in Ohio. I called her. She sent me a picture. The knife was still there. That evening, an older man at the feed store asked me what I had found. His name was Calder. He told me to cover every window before dark. I laughed. He didn't. Things in those woods watch the houses. Don't let them figure out who you'd open the door for. A week later, I woke up to 3 slow knocks against my second-floor bedroom window. Knock, knock, knock. The curtains were closed, but a tall shadow stood outside. Then my father said my name, the way he used to when he didn't want to wake my mother. I stayed under the blanket until sunrise. There was nothing below the window, but muddy fingerprints covered the glass. They were almost twice as long as mine. Then more of my father's belongings began appearing. Inside the locked barn, I found a photograph of me sitting on his shoulders when I was 6. It was damp and warm, like someone had been holding it in their mouth. Ew. I covered every window and kept a shotgun beside the bed. Then the scratching started beneath the floor. It moved through the cabin until it reached wherever I was sitting. One night, it stopped under my chair. My father whispered through the floorboards, "You left me alone." I ran outside. At the tree line stood a man wearing my father's green hunting coat. When he turned, I saw my father's face. He looked the way he had when I was a kid. The chickens screamed behind me. I looked anyway. When I looked back, he was gone. The next morning, a dead doe was hanging 15 feet above the ground behind the barn. My father's pocket knife was wedged between its teeth. I drove back to the feed store looking for Calder. The woman there said no one by that name worked here. Then she showed me an old clipping about 3 hunters who disappeared in 1987. Calder was one of them. I decided to leave. While carrying the last bag outside, I looked up at my bedroom window. The curtain was open. My father stood inside my room. He raised one finger to his lips and stepped into the dark. I should have left then, but I grabbed my shotgun and ran upstairs. The room was empty. Wet footprints crossed the floor from the open window and ended beside my bed. A note lay on the pillow in my father's handwriting. "Come find me." Then I heard him whistling from the woods. It was the tune he used when he went fishing, but I knew it wasn't him. But my body stopped feeling like mine. I left the shotgun behind and walked into the woods. I tried to stop, but my legs kept moving. My father's voice called from ahead, "Almost here. Keep coming. I've been waiting for you." I entered a clearing with a pile of deer bones in the center. My father stood behind them in the green coat. He opened his arms. "You took long enough." I started crying. He smiled wider. That broke whatever hold it had on me. My father never smiled when I cried. "You don't know him," I said. Its smile disappeared. "Don't I?" Its jaw dropped too far. The skin around its mouth split, and my father's face slid forward like a wet mask. Underneath was something tall and pale, long arms unfolded from the coat until its claws touched the ground. It leaned toward me. "You opened the curtain." I ran. It followed me without making a sound. Behind me, my father begged me to stop. Then he shouted. Then he cried. Every voice came from directly over my shoulder. I reached the cabin, jumped into my truck, and drove until I found a motel. The owner connected me with an older native man nearby. He said the closest word most people would recognize was Wendigo, though the word had been badly twisted. He said it had studied me, learning which voice would make me follow. I asked why it hadn't killed me. It doesn't want you yet. Why? Because the more afraid you are when it takes you, the better you taste. Oh. I asked whether leaving the mountain would help. Did it ever get inside your home? I thought about the footprints. Yes. Then it isn't attached to the mountain anymore. I sold the property without going back. That was 8 months ago. I live in Raleigh now, 6 floors above the street. Last night, I woke up to 3 slow knocks against my bedroom window. There was no balcony outside. Then my father whispered through the glass, "Son, open the curtain." I kept my eyes closed until morning. When the sun came up, the curtain was already open. My father's pocket knife was lying beside me on the pillow. My sister called less than an hour later, crying. The knife in Ohio was gone. Before hanging up, she asked why someone had been scratching against her second-floor bedroom window all night. And while I've been typing this, the scratching has started again. Only now, it isn't coming from my window. It's coming from underneath my bed. Well, there you go. That's scary. That story was pretty scary, to me at least. I don't know, how did you guys like it? Did you think it was scary? Do you like more stories like that? Do you like Appalachian stories? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the story, please go ahead and comment and follow me here on Haunted Threads After Dark. If you have a story that you would like me to read here on the channel, then please go to hauntedthreadsafterdark.com. My link is in the bio. Or in my bio, I should say. So, guys, let me know what you think. I hope you liked it. I hope to hear from you. I love when you guys comment in the comments because I love to respond to you. I love reading all the stuff that you guys comment to me. So anyway, I hope that you have a great night and I will bring you more nightmares tomorrow. Until then, sleep tight if you can. Bye.